What's up guys, happy 2023 to you. Hope Mukunte, Hope TV. In this video I'll be talking about how you can start a motorbike courier business in any city in Africa. But for the context of this video, I'll be talking about Zambia, especially in Lusaka where I live. So the prices of the items that you need, I'll be quoting them in US dollars as well as in kwacha. Now for those of you who have seen my video of how to start a car wash business in Africa and how to choose the best machine in Africa, thank you for the support. And if you haven't seen this video, I'll leave a link in the description. Now let's get down straight into this video. Of course, to start a courier business in any African city, you need a motorbike. Now Africa has so many brands of motorbikes, especially those from China, but there are a few that I would recommend. But before I mention those brands, I just want to tell you what to look out for. So your bike should have at least 125 cc of power. It should be at least a 4-stroke engine, and it should have a fuel tank of at least 12 liters. This means that you can run around on the bike, minus having to fill it in so often. Now, when it comes to the brands of bikes, there is Boxer, there is Bajaj, there is Hero Hunter, and then there is Gatoma. These are really good brands. I've owned a Hero Hunter bike myself, and I highly recommend that you get a Hero Hunter bike. The reason why, it has only 4 gears, and it is so easy to ride, and it is so comfortable because your rider is going to be running around the whole day delivering packages. It is best that they are comfortable, and also it's very durable. So I chose that bike. But let me not stop you from picking any brand. The truth is that you can get any bike as long as you do due diligence and pick a bike that will work for you. Now there are so many Chinese brands. There's King Lion, there's Sunlink. There are like just a lot of Chinese bikes on the market right now. Bikes all work on the same principle. Remember what I told you, make sure it's at least 125 cc. It's a 4-stroke engine. And also it has at least a 12-liter tank that can last you for a whole week without refilling. So if you're going to buy a brand new bike, especially in Zambia, it will cost you around 1,200 US dollars, which is about 23 to 24,000 kwacha. If you're going to get a second-hand bike, it will cost you around 800 US dollars, which is about 15,000 to 16, somewhere there. But if you're ever going to get a second-hand bike, make sure you have a mechanic check it out properly before you buy it. I made the mistake of buying a second-hand bike once, and it didn't even last me 2 weeks. I lost my money and I had to sell that bike at very cheap price just for me to get something out of it. So I don't recommend buying second-hand bikes, because by the time someone decides to sell a bike, usually the engine is gone. But if you can have someone check it out and see how good the engine is, or if you are comfortable enough of buying a new engine, which really costs around 7,000 kwacha in Lusaka, I suggest that you highly go and get a second-hand bike. So the key thing here is not to worry so much about all this, but just to get you started on the business so that you can learn as you go along the way. So that's the bike, that's what you need. 1,200 US dollars for a new bike and 800 US dollars for a second-hand one. Now the second thing you need, of course, is a rider. You have the bike, now the rider. Now there is a rule that I use when hiring riders for my business. The first thing is that I want someone who doesn't drink alcohol. Now you may be asking, why is this? Because look, riding a bike is quite dangerous, so you need someone who is alert, someone who is sober, and someone who can run around the whole day minus getting fatigued. What you don't want is someone who was out drinking the whole weekend and then they get to work on Monday and then they're riding around in the hot sun with a heavy hangover. That will not work for your business. So to limit any accidents, I prefer that I hire someone who doesn't drink alcohol, and of course they need to have a rider's license. But I'll tell you the truth though, I'm not ruling out hiring someone who drinks alcohol. If they can manage their alcohol and keep it to themselves, that is okay. But it's just a rule for me because I'm a bike rider myself. I know the risks that are involved, and sometimes Even when you were drinking just the other night, if you wake up with a hangover, riding a bike can be a bit of a pain because you have to focus and look out for cars and things like that. Number 3, this is very important. You need to pay health insurance for your rider. Now, in case they get into a bit of an accident and everything, and this will happen so that you can take care of their health, either they need to go to surgery or they just need, to go have their bruises checked out. It is very important that you pay for health insurance so that in case anything happens, they can easily go to the hospital minus you spending a lot of money on health care. In Zambia, we have what they call NIMA. It is something like National Health Insurance Agency, I think. You pay something as low as, I would say, maybe 50 kwacha, which is really about $3 per month. And then they'll cover these are just like the basics, headaches and stuff and everything, and also like minor surgery and things. It's very important that you get your rider health insurance. Riding a bike is risky business, especially in the city where there's so much traffic, and the riders sometimes they pass between cars and sometimes anything can happen. So make sure they have health insurance. Number 4, you need your rider, you need your bike to be insured. Now this is very important because bikes are prone to accidents. So if you buy a brand new bike and it's registered and everything, all the paperwork is there, it is very important that you get this bike insured. In case of an accident, the insurance company can pay you back some of that money so that you can get a new bike and go on about your business. Number 5, this is very important, and the reason why I'm saying so is because I've seen a lot of people buy bikes from Tanzania, that are unregistered, that have no papers. This is very dangerous because in case you get in an accident, there is no way that the police can help you, and actually it is illegal for you to be riding around on unregistered, unlicensed bike. So if you're buying a second-hand bike, or if it's brand new but it's from Tanzania, because they are fairly cheap, make sure you register the bike with the road traffic safety agency, so that you have the white book and everything else, and in case of an accident, and also in case someone steals the bike, it's very easy to identify it. Because if your bike isn't registered and someone steals it, there's no way that you can claim that this is your bike because it has no paperwork. Now, number 6, now this is not very important, but if you have the money for it, I suggest that you put a box behind the bike for deliveries. Now this depends on what you're going to be delivering. Is it food? Is it small packages? Is it like envelopes? So like for the start, I'll just recommend that you just give your rider a backpack so that they can start riding around and delivering packages, and just make sure that they have a reflective vest on, because they need to be visible wherever they go. Like I said, traffic is crazy in the cities, and bike people sometimes tend to get into accidents. It is better that they have reflective vest. That way it's easy for other motorists to see them and avoid any accidents. So you have the bike, you have the rider, you have done the health insurance, and then now you've also insured your bike, and as well as you have the box behind. How do you now start attracting customers? So number 7, you need to set up the rates for your business. People here in Lusaka start as low as, I would say, about $2, which is about 35 kwacha, about $2 for the shortest possible trip. So, and then they increase as the distance, also gets longer. So like on average, you're talking about charging about $2 per delivery. Now, of course, this is going to increase depending on the distance, and also later, if you want to put categories in the things that you deliver, it can also change depending on what you'll be delivering at some point. So for instance, you can't charge the same price for delivering food and also maybe delivering something like a camera or something pricey. The price has to go up because of the value of what you are delivering, but that will come later on. You're just starting this business right now, and the first thing that you need to do is set up rates and start as cheap as possible so that you can start rolling, get the ball rolling in this business. Number 8, and now this is now when you have everything else, you have the bike, you have everything. How do you now get clients? How do you market your business? The first thing you need to do is open up a Facebook page. And if you want to, and if you have the expertise, or you can hire someone, you can open up Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But I just recommend you starting a Facebook page. It's the easiest thing to start. And then once you set up your Facebook page for your business, you can now start paying Facebook to boost your business every day. Now, what I mean by boosting is that you can do paid posts on Facebook so that your business can reach people in any targeted area that you want. So for instance, when I started my business, I think that the minimum that Facebook will charge you for advertising with them is $1 per day. So you're talking about, for a start, you can start for $1 per day and then see how many people you get talking to you. The other thing I would recommend too, maybe even before you set up the Facebook page, is also have a WhatsApp business line for your business. It will really help even when you're setting up your Facebook page. When you want to boost your post, you can simply put your WhatsApp line there, and the people who are interested in getting their packages delivered can reach out to you on WhatsApp directly, and then you can get to tell your rider to take your packages. Now I've told you all this, and hopefully this is good information to get you going, or at least to get you thinking about starting a motorbike courier business. So most people who start these businesses start them to supplement their income. Either you are a civil servant or you are a salaried worker on a contract with the company, and you feel like, okay, I want to start this business to generate more income so that I can live a comfortable life. Whatever it is that you want to do, the most important thing is that you keep track of your expenses and keep track of everything that you need. Now, I'll talk about setting up a business system for a courier business, or even for the car wash business as well. How you can set up a business processes and systems that can help you automate some of the little things that go in your business to make it easier so that you can focus on the customer. But that's not the subject of this video. So hopefully one of you guys is going to start a motorbike courier business. It's a really super fun business to do, and it's easy to set up. And also, for those of you who have access to loans, it is a very good business that you can start. You can get a loan for as low as 40,000 kwacha, and then get started on this business. Hope Mukunte, Hope TV. Thanks for watching.